As African cities, the greatest strengths at the heart of these cities is in fact the people and their knowledge and their tenacity.
And explore how creative people are trying to redefine urban living for the future. These are Africa's next-gen cities.
What if I told you Africa's capital cities aren't just political powerhouses? They're straight-up showstoppers. Forget everything you think you know about skylines and cityscapes. Paris? Cute. Tokyo? Nice try. But Africa? Africa's capitals are pulling up like, hold my palm wine. Let me show you what real beauty looks like. From beach-lined boulevards to mountain-hugging skylines. From cities that look like postcards to capitals that are the postcard. This continent is packing architectural glow-ups, cultural cocktails, and jaw-dropping scenery in ways the world still underestimates. So buckle up, grab a map, and maybe pack a suitcase. Because today, we're counting down the 20 most beautiful African capital cities of 2025. And trust me, by the end of this list, your travel bucket list will need a whole extra page. 20. Victoria, Seychelles. Starting our list is a city that proves size isn't everything. Victoria, capital of the Seychelles, is basically the fun-sized version of paradise. Small enough to explore in a day, but so gorgeous you'll want to stay for a lifetime. Perched on Mahé Island and hugged by the Indian Ocean, Victoria is like a tropical screensaver that came to life. We're talking turquoise waters, sugar-white beaches, and lush jungle hills, framing a city so peaceful even your stress would need a visa to enter. Wander through the colorful Selwyn Clark Market, hop between botanical gardens, or just sip coconut water while watching the sunset melt into the sea. Either way, Victoria is proof that beauty doesn't need skyscrapers to shine. But if Victoria is the quiet, natural beauty of the group, then number 19 is the vibrant, artsy friend who insists on dancing at every party. 19. Maputo, Mozambique. Welcome to Maputo, where colonial charm and modern rhythm meet for coffee by the ocean. Mozambique's capital is a vibe. Think palm-lined boulevards, art-splash buildings, and a coastal view that practically demands a photo shoot. Maputo's soul is painted with Portuguese influence, visible in everything from its intricate iron-wrought train station to its pastel-colored villas. But the city isn't stuck in the past. It's alive with contemporary art galleries, street music, and markets overflowing with life. And did we mention the beaches? Oh, the beaches. With the Indian Ocean lapping at its doorstep, Maputo serves up some of the most scenic waterfront promenades on the continent. It's not just a city, it's a postcard in motion. Speaking of motion, let's cruise a little further up the coast to a city that proves green isn't just a color, it's a lifestyle. 18. Libreville, Gabon. If urban life and nature had a baby, it would look a lot like Libreville. This capital city, perched on the Gulf of Guinea, is where modern skylines flirt with palm trees and the sea breeze smells like vacation. Libreville is a city that refuses to choose between cosmopolitan and coastal. On one side, you've got chic neighborhoods, cultural centers, and stylish cafes. On the other, sandy beaches and boulevards lined with towering tropical trees. It's like a city that decided, yeah, I'll take all the aesthetics, thanks. And the best part? It's still one of the chillest capitals in West Africa. A perfect blend of urban buzz and oceanside calm. But maybe you're into something a little more island chic, a city where volcanic views meet vibrant culture. Well, lucky number 17 has exactly that. 17. Praia, Cape Verde. Welcome to Praia, where Africa's soul meets Atlantic serenity. This capital city on Santiago Island is the kind of place travel influencers dream about. Golden beaches, sun-drenched plazas, and colorful colonial architecture that looks like a movie set. Praia is a masterclass in cultural fusion. Its Portuguese and African heritage blends seamlessly in its music, markets, and cuisine. And the warm, welcoming vibe is impossible to ignore. Stroll through the Plateau district, catch some live Morna music, and finish your day with fresh seafood by the sea. It's laid back, yet lively, historical, yet modern. A city that doesn't just show you beauty, it makes you feel it. And if Praia is the easygoing beauty that wins you over with charm, then our next city is the bold, blooming show-off that grabs your attention the second you land. 16. Harare, Zimbabwe. Welcome to Harare, the city where nature went wild with a paintbrush. Known for its jacaranda-lined streets that explode into a sea of purple every spring, Zimbabwe's capital is as picturesque as it is vibrant. But Harare isn't just about looks, it's got substance. With spacious avenues, meticulously kept gardens, and cultural landmarks on every corner, it's a city that feels both grand and welcoming. Its clean streets and relaxed vibe make it one of Southern Africa's hidden gems. And when the blossoms fall and the purple petals carpet the streets, Harare turns into something magical, a living painting you can walk through. But hold on, if Harare is a painting, then our next stop is a masterpiece carved between hills and sunsets. Ready to be impressed? 15. Windhoek, Namibia. If Harare is a painting, then Windhoek is a minimalist masterpiece. Clean lines, soft colors, and a vibe so laid back, it's practically horizontal. Namibia's capital might not scream for attention, but it commands it with understated charm. Nestled among rolling hills, Windhoek is where African soul meets German precision. Its colonial-era architecture, from the iconic Christuskirche church to pastel German-style houses, mixes with sleek modern design like they were meant to be together. Add in spotless streets, leafy boulevards, and some of the most dramatic sunsets you'll ever see, and you've got a capital that's quietly irresistible. And did we mention how peaceful it is? Traffic jams here are about as rare as snowstorms. Windhoek is the kind of city where you can sip coffee in a street cafe, watch the sun dip below the hills, and wonder why you didn't move here sooner. But if Windhoek is a soft whisper of beauty, our next city is a tropical shout, loud, colorful, and impossible to ignore. 14. Port Louis, Mauritius. Imagine a city where mountains hug the skyline, the sea glitters like a sapphire, and the streets burst with color, culture, and cuisine. That's Port Louis, the postcard-perfect capital of Mauritius. This city is a delicious blend of the old and new. French colonial charm meets sleek skyscrapers, bustling markets meet chic waterfronts. Wander through the Cordon waterfront for boutique shopping and ocean views, then step back in time at the Blue Penny Museum or the 19th century Juma Mosque. But the real magic? The backdrop. Port Louis sits cradled between dramatic volcanic peaks and the Indian Ocean, so even your commute here feels like a scenic tour. Add in multicultural vibes, pristine beaches, and some of the freshest seafood on the planet, and you've got one of Africa's most photogenic capitals. But if Port Louis is all about natural drama, our next city is pure designed perfection, a capital literally built to impress. 13. Abuja, Nigeria. Abuja isn't just a city, it's a master plan brought to life. Built from the ground up in the early 1990s to replace chaotic Lagos as Nigeria's capital, Abuja was designed to be efficient, organized, and most importantly, beautiful. And wow, did they deliver. Wide roads weave between grand government buildings, lush green parks, and ultra-modern neighborhoods. The skyline is dotted with bold architecture, from the majestic Nigerian National Mosque to the soaring Aso Rock looming in the background. And despite being one of Africa's busiest capitals, Abuja still manages to feel calm and spacious. It's also a city on the rise. New luxury districts, gleaming business towers, and cultural centers are popping up faster than you can say, Niger no dey carry last. Abuja is proof that when you plan for beauty, you get it. And speaking of bold cityscapes, our next stop is a place where the ocean meets rhythm, fashion, and flavor all at once. 12. Dakar, Senegal. Welcome to Dakar, where every street feels like a celebration. Perched on the westernmost point of Africa, Dakar isn't just beautiful, it's electric. With dramatic ocean views, golden beaches, and a cultural heartbeat that never stops, this city is a sensory overload in the best possible way. Dakar's personality is a mix of French, colonial legacy, and African creativity. The elegant architecture, bustling markets, and historical sites like Gorée Island blend seamlessly with a music scene that pumps Afrobeats and mbalax into the night air. And if you're a food lover, the city's seafood game is next level. But it's not all hustle and bustle. Dakar also has serene coastal promenades and cliffside views that rival the French Riviera. It's a city where culture, nature, and nightlife collide in the most beautiful chaos imaginable. But if Dakar is an explosive cultural symphony, our next capital is a rapidly rising star, sleek, ambitious, and dazzling in every direction. 11. Luanda, Angola. Luanda is what happens when oil money meets oceanfront real estate. A once sleepy port city transformed into one of Africa's most visually striking capitals. With towering skyscrapers, palm-lined promenades, and luxury neighborhoods glistening under the Atlantic sun, this city glows. The skyline looks like it was lifted from a futuristic postcard, but Luanda still keeps its soul. From the historic Fortaleza de São Miguel to vibrant music clubs where Kizomba and Kuduro rule the night. And let's talk about the beaches. Ilha do Cabo and Musulo are pure paradise, offering golden sand and deep blue waters just minutes from the city center. Luanda is the ultimate glow-up story, a city that's reinvented itself into a cosmopolitan powerhouse while still holding tight to its Angolan roots. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's just getting started. But if Luanda is Africa's sleek newcomer, the city at number 10 is an ancient legend draped in white, a timeless beauty that's been turning heads for centuries. 10. Algiers, Algeria. Algiers, the white pearl of the Mediterranean. And trust me, she's been showing off that glow long before Instagram filters existed. This city is a masterpiece in monochrome, with its dazzling white buildings cascading down hillsides straight into the blue embrace of the sea. But Algiers isn't just a pretty face, it's a whole vibe. French colonial boulevards lined with palm trees meet the ancient maze of the Casbah, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where every alley feels like a time portal. Modern glass towers rise beside Ottoman palaces, and elegant mosques share the skyline with cutting-edge museums. And the views? Unreal. Whether you're sipping mint tea on a rooftop terrace or strolling along the waterfront promenade, Algiers serves Mediterranean beauty with North African spice, a combination that's impossible to resist. But if Algiers is an old soul with timeless charm, our next stop is a city that's rewriting Africa's urban future, one clean, green street at a time. 9. Kigali, Rwanda. Kigali isn't just beautiful, it's immaculate. This is the city that makes other capitals look like they need to clean their rooms. Known as one of the cleanest, safest, and most organized cities on the continent, Kigali is a masterclass in modern urban planning. Here, wide boulevards sweep through leafy hills, modern architecture sparkles under the equatorial sun, and every corner feels meticulously designed. But Kigali's charm goes deeper than appearances. It's a symbol of Rwanda's transformation from tragedy to triumph, and the city's forward-thinking spirit is visible everywhere. Green spaces, tech hubs, eco-friendly initiatives. Kigali isn't just preparing for the future, it's building it. And yet, it still has a warm, welcoming soul, with vibrant markets, cultural centers, and views so beautiful they'll make your phone's storage cry from too many photos. But if Kigali is a vision of Africa's tomorrow, our next capital is a bold mix of history, hustle, and heartbeat that's pure West African energy. 8. Accra, Ghana. Accra is the kind of city that doesn't just show you beauty, it introduces you to it with a drumbeat and a smile. Perched on the shores of the Atlantic, Ghana's capital is a colorful cocktail of culture, history, and coastal charm that's impossible not to love. This is where colonial-era landmarks like the Independence Arch stand tall beside buzzing markets and modern high-rises. It's a place where history lives in every corner, from the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum to the bustling Makola Market. Yet the city never stops reinventing itself. Accra's beaches are legendary, its art scene is exploding, and its nightlife? Let's just say sleep is optional here. Warm weather, warmer people, and a rhythm that never stops. Accra isn't just beautiful, it's alive. But if Accra is Africa's life of the party, the next city on our list is the continent's diplomatic powerhouse, where politics, history, and altitude collide. 7. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Welcome to Addis Ababa, the beating heart of Africa's diplomacy and one of the most fascinating capitals on the continent. Perched high in the Ethiopian highlands, at a lung-testing 2,355 meters above sea level, Addis isn't just one of the highest capitals in the world, it's one of the most elevated in spirit. Known as the political capital of Africa, Addis Ababa is home to the African Union headquarters, countless embassies, and international organizations. But it's not all suits and summits. This city also pulses with cultural richness. Ancient churches stand beside modern art galleries, sprawling markets buzz with life, and traditional coffee ceremonies happen on every corner. Addis is a living museum of Ethiopia's proud history and a launchpad for its future. A city where the past whispers from the churches of Lalibela and the future hums in bustling tech districts. But if Addis is a mountain city of power and purpose, our next stop is a peaceful capital that's all about clean design, calm vibes, and pure natural charm. 6. Gaborone, Botswana. If Africa's capitals were a playlist, Gaborone would be the laid-back jazz track. Smooth, sophisticated, and quietly stunning. Tucked against a backdrop of rolling hills, Botswana's capital is a hidden gem that doesn't scream for attention. It earns it. With tree-lined streets, contemporary architecture, and parks that look straight out of a lifestyle magazine, Gaborone has mastered the art of subtle elegance. It's one of the cleanest, safest, and most organized capitals in Africa, and its people are some of the friendliest you'll ever meet. But don't mistake its serenity for dullness. Gaborone has a vibrant cultural scene, excellent museums, and nature right at its doorstep. You can explore the city's thriving art scene in the morning, then go on a wildlife safari in the afternoon. It's that kind of place, modern, calm, and absolutely beautiful. But if Gaborone is the gentle beauty that sneaks up on you, the next 5 cities, oh, they're the headliners. Get ready, we're stepping into Africa's most jaw-dropping capitals. 5. Rabat, Morocco. If elegance were a city, it would be Rabat. Morocco's capital is effortlessly classy, where palm-lined boulevards, Atlantic breezes, and centuries-old medinas meet sleek modern districts. It's calm, clean, and charming, with colonial architecture and ocean views that feel straight out of a movie. Wander the Kasbah of the Udayas, sip mint tea in a riad, or stroll the Corniche. Rabat doesn't try too hard. It doesn't need to. But if Rabat is all poise and polish, the next city is where skyscrapers share space with safaris. 4. Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi is where modern Africa meets wild Africa, literally. It's the only capital on Earth where you can spot lions with skyscrapers in the background. Nairobi National Park sits minutes from the city center, while bustling markets, trendy cafes, and leafy neighborhoods add urban flair. It's bold, busy, and buzzing with creativity, from tech hubs to cultural centers. Nairobi doesn't just balance nature and city life, it blends them beautifully. But if Nairobi is the city of contrasts, the next one is the capital of civilizations. 3. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo is history's main stage, and it's been performing for 5,000 years. The Nile winds through a skyline where minarets, museums, and modern towers stand shoulder to shoulder, while the pyramids of Giza loom just beyond the city. It's chaotic, colorful, and utterly captivating, a living museum where ancient wonders and modern life collide in a breathtaking urban symphony. But if Cairo is a time machine, our next city is a Mediterranean postcard come to life. 2. Tunis. Tunis is timeless and trendy all at once. Ancient Carthage and colorful old Medinas sit beside chic seaside boulevards and glassy business towers. Its blue and white streets, warm hospitality, and sweeping sea views make it one of North Africa's most photogenic capitals. It's a city that doesn't shout. It charms you quietly, and before you know it, you're in love. But if Tunis is a dream, our final city is the full cinematic experience. 1. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town isn't just Africa's most beautiful capital, it's one of the most stunning cities anywhere. Nestled between dramatic Table Mountain and the endless Atlantic, it's a symphony of nature and design. Beaches, vineyards, vibrant neighborhoods, and panoramic drives make every corner feel like a postcard. It's diverse, dynamic, and drop-dead gorgeous, the ultimate blend of culture, scenery, and soul. Cape Town isn't just a city, it's a masterpiece. And there you have it. 20 African capitals that prove beauty isn't just in Paris or Rome, it's thriving across this continent in every skyline, beach, and boulevard. Which one's calling your name first? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button if your travel bucket list just got longer, and don't forget to subscribe, because Africa's story is only getting started, and you won't want to miss what's next.